Guys, welcome back. Today's video is gonna be a little bit different. As you guys can tell, I am at the beach again. It's like super nice outside. The weather is super sunny, it's breezy. So I'm sorry if like the wind, it's like moving the camera, or like you can hear it through the microphone. That's why I brought my little microphone today, like that. You guys can hear me better. I wanna chit chat with you guys and tell you a lot what's going on since the last vlog you guys saw. And as I mentioned in my other vlog, I told you guys that I want to show you guys what's really been happening in my life, and like really get like closer to you guys, because I feel like what I'm going through, other people might be going through the same thing, and we will get out of this. So if you guys didn't know, or if you guys knew already, if you guys been watching my vlogs, I left Korea in August of 2025. It's been roughly 6 months that I've been back, and your girl has not been okay. I've been mentally drained. My depression has been hitting me a lot, which is why I came out to the beach today, because I have been literally stuck at home and I haven't gone out. And all I do is stay home on my computer applying for jobs. Literally been stuck at home. It's been really, really draining me being stuck at home. And funny enough, last night I saw a reels on Instagram saying, if you're depressed, come to the beach and be depressed at the beach. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do tomorrow. Literally, I woke up, I got a bag with my swimming stuff, and I just came out to the beach. Like that, can get some fresh air, get some sun, and just think and reflect for the new year. And yes, I'm depressed, but at least I'm depressed at the beach, getting some sun, reading a book, and not being stuck at home. My depression has been really like hitting me, which is one of the reason why I also started therapy since I came back to Miami. And I was an English teacher back in Korea, so I had a stable job, I had a stable income. But my job was really toxic, which is one of the reasons why I left Korea. So I've been back 6 months and I'm jobless. I'm 24 and I'm jobless with $0 in my bank account. And that's very embarrassing to say as a 24-year-old girl that went to school, has a bachelor degree, and is jobless. That to me is very embarrassing, because I have to ask my parents for money if I want to go out to the beach, because the beach isn't free anymore. Y'all literally have to pay for parking. And don't get me wrong, shit is getting expensive out here in Miami, or in general in America. And the fact that like I'm 24 and I still have to ask money from my parents, I feel like I failed as a daughter. Of course, my parents are okay with giving me money. They don't mind it. But it just comes to the downside that I feel like I failed as a daughter, and I feel a burden. Yes, I have a home where I can always go to, but I want to be able to provide for my parents. I want to be able to help them out. But I'm 24 and it's the opposite. Yes, I'm so lucky to have a roof over my head where I don't have to pay rent. But it's just like I cannot even help out in groceries. I cannot also help out paying electricity bill, water bill, which of course my parents don't mind, especially my dad, because I live with my dad. He doesn't mind, but it's the fact that I do mind. I want to help. I want to be able to provide for my dad. My dad is 70 years old. He is retired, but he still chooses to go to work every single day. And I want to be in a point where be able to make my parents not work anymore, you know? And I'm gonna be honest, I don't come out of a very high income household. I come from two immigrants. I left Cuba. So it's just that I am the first generation American, and it feels like, what am I doing in my life? I'm 24 and I don't even have a stable job. And I chose to leave the country and pursue my dream, but yet that kind of failed me. And I come back and have to restart all over my life again. And I feel like I failed. It's 2026 and I'm going into the new year still jobless. It's still sad that I'm 24 years old and still need to ask money from my parents, you know? And I have done everything. I have done substitute teaching. I have applied every single day. I'm in my computer and I am applying. I'm doing interview. But every time I go into those interview or I do those assessments, it's like we're looking for better candidates. And it's just like, give people some chances, bro. Like, which is why I told myself, this is a sign maybe from God, this is a sign maybe from the universe that I have to focus on what I love doing, and that's creating content, creating YouTube videos. But at the same time, it goes in hand. If I'm staying at home every single day, not doing anything, just literally going to the computer, applying for jobs, or going to Starbucks or going to the library to just apply for jobs and edit YouTube videos, what do I post? Because I know viewers out there don't like seeing the same thing over and over, especially now in this generation where our attention span is just, people literally get bored on a video in 1 second. If they're not interested, they will swipe up or they will click out of the video. And it's just like, if I keep posting the same thing of me literally waking up, going to the library, coming back home, people are not going to click on that. Yes, maybe one or two videos, but that's it. So, which is why I am creating genuine videos. I'm literally starting over. At 24 years old, I'm starting over. I'm going to try my best to create content where you guys can relate to, if any of you guys are going through the same thing as me. And just know that if you are, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to start over at any age. It's okay to come back to your parents and rely on them and depend on them again. Especially for me, I am a very independent person. I like to do things by myself. I mean, right after high school, I went to Korea all by myself, not knowing a single word of the language, and I figured it out, and it went well for me. And I have to come back and start over, and that's okay. And that's why I realized to myself, like, I can't go too harsh on myself, because look at everything that I've done all by myself. Like, little me, kid me will be proud of myself, because I remember in middle school, all I wanted to do was study abroad. And what did I do in 2022? I study abroad in Korea. That's what I wanted. And I also told myself in high school, I'm gonna move to Korea and I'm gonna live there. And what happened? 3 years later, I lived in Korea for 3 years. I also realized that I don't have to be so harsh on myself, because I accomplished so many things I put my mind to, and I did it. Right now, what I'm going through is just a season, a rough path season that I have to go through this. And I know that what I'm going through right now, I have to go through it, because God, the universe, has something better for me out there. Like I always say, everything happens for a reason, which is why I always have to think positive. And it sucks because I'm an overthinker. I overthink a lot to the point where my anxiety, my depression gets to me. It sucks, your brain can kill you. If you put too much thinking into something, it would drain you. I always have to keep reminding myself that everything happens for a reason. And that helps me. That little quote really helps me to get through the toughest time, like what I'm going right now. Everything happens for a reason, and just know, you guys, that we will get through this. This is just the beginning. This is really just a bad season that we're going through, that we need to go through to grow and to learn from it. I just know that 2026 is the year that I'm gonna like make it, or at least get out of the season that I'm in right now. I know that by the end of this year, I'm gonna look back at this video and I'm gonna be like, look at everything you accomplished. You put your mind to, you manifested, and you did it. Because that's one thing about me. When I put my mind into something, I will achieve it. I'm using the example again of Korea. I went literally right after high school. I worked all summer. I bought my ticket and I went. For the first 3 months, I was good, but after that, I had to hustle. I need to find a job, and I did. I started working at a Cuban restaurant, and after that, once I got my diploma, I started doing English teacher. I moved to my first ever apartment, and I did that. I did that. So why am I going so harsh on myself now? And yes, maybe for right now, I feel like I'm a disappointment. Like I feel like I failed as a daughter. So yeah, I'm restarting all over again. I don't know if I'm gonna go back to school because I'm also planning on getting my master's, but I don't know. So let's see what 2026 has in plans for me. I feel like this year I am going to achieve everything I put my mind to. So if you're going through what I'm going through, just know that we will get through this together, and let's motivate each other. Let's not get in our heads too much. Let's not overthink. Let's not think negatively of our life right now. Like I said, everything happens for a reason. You will get through it. Always think positive. Everything. Always think positive. Having a positive mindset can save you a lot. Because 2026 is our year of achieving everything we put our mind into. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit afraid of posting this video, but I know that some people are going through the same thing as me, and maybe this video can help them out. So just know that you will get through this. Just know that everything happens for a reason. Just know you have me as I have you guys. Just think like I am your internet bestie, and we'll get through this together. Restart our life. Let's forget about everything in the past and just become new. Let's rebrand ourselves. You know how that's trendy right now, like rebrand our 2026. It's new routines, new hobbies, new mindset, new everything for 2026. Once 2026 is over, we can look back at the beginning of 2026 and see what everything we have accomplished so far. So, yeah, I hope you guys like this video. If you guys want more chit chat video like this, let me know. Yeah, happy New Year's, guys, again. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.